Bill.
Speaker.
I call the honourable member Russell Norman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to speak on behalf of the Green Party on the second reading of the Taxation, International Investment and Remedial Matters Bill. Mr. Speaker, this bill, at its heart, addresses some of the detail around the tax treatment of incoming and outgoing foreign investment. And it does this in a way that basically works from the principle that it wants to establish a level playing field with regard to the treatment of incoming and outgoing foreign investment. I actually think that that's a bit of a mistake. We will be supporting this bill because it makes some minor amendments, some of which are improvements. And the reason I think it's a mistake is this reason. When you look at the most recent IRD BIM briefing to the incoming minister, what it talks about is what's going on with regard to incoming investment into New Zealand. And essentially most incoming investment coming into New Zealand is either looking to access the New Zealand domestic market. Think of the banking sector, right? The banking sector is not a kind of a launch pad for an export industry in New Zealand. It's just foreign investment coming in because it wants to access the New Zealand domestic banking market. And if you think of telecommunications, it's pretty similar, dominated by overseas foreign investors coming into New Zealand in order to access the domestic market. So those people or those investors are coming into New Zealand for their own reasons. There's nothing particularly necessarily in it for New Zealand, though they can add something to the New Zealand economy. But those domestic markets will exist regardless, and they will attract those foreign investors. That's fundamentally why they come here. The second reason why foreign investors are coming in here is to access resources, particularly land, but other kinds of resources as well that New Zealand has, because those resources are important to their global business model. So the treatment of incoming foreign investment needs to be separated from the treatment of outgoing foreign investment. We do want to make it easy for New Zealand-based firms to invest and prosper overseas, and so some of the changes that have been made in this bill attempt to do that.
I'm sorry to interrupt the honourable member. Honourable members, the time has come for me to leave the chair. This debate is interrupted and set down for resumption next sitting day. The House therefore stands adjourned until 2 p.m. Thursday, the 9th of February 2011. Haere rā, Pomari, good evening.